Ali approaches Frazier, and Frazier starts to retreat. If he moves back any further, he's going to need a ringside seat. Ali swings left, Ali swings right. Look at that kid carry the fight. Frazier backs up, but there's not enough room. There's only a matter of time before Ali lowers the boom. Ali catches him with a swing and deposits Frazier clear out the ring. Frazier keeps rising, but the referee wears a frown because he can't start counting until Frazier comes down. The crowd's looking around, and some are starting to panic. But there's no worries. Our radars have detected him somewhere over the Atlantic. Who would have thought when you came to a fight, you witnessed the launching of a human satellite? Who wrote that? Oh, we got one. Muhammad Ali wrote that, right? Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Your hands can't touch what your eyes can't. Oh, come on, y'all. Work with me here. Work with me. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Your hands can't touch what your eyes can't. Come on, there we go. Now we're talking. He wrote that, right? Because he knew the power of his words. He knew the power of his words. See, he spoke it into existence. He said he was the champion before he was the champion. He said he was the GOAT, the greatest of all time, before he was the greatest of all time, because he knew the power of his words. I love this. Ernest Holmes says this: all the power of the universe is with you. Feel it, know it, then act as if it were true. Are you doing that today? Feel it, know it, and act as if it were true. Your words are powerful. Your words can shape your reality. They can influence your friendships. They can determine your success. So we must be mindful of our words. So I'm going to share some ideas with you today on how we can be mindful of our words, what we're saying to ourselves and to others, and what we're thinking, and how it can change and shape our lives for the better. 3 ways we can do that. First, our self-talk. How are we talking to ourselves? You do know you talk to yourself, right? Anybody? Some of us out loud, like me. Some of us just in our minds, but we still talk to ourselves, right? So our self-talk is so important. Secondly, we must think before we speak. We need a lot of that, right? Think before we open our mouths and say something. And lastly, we must eliminate powerless words from our vocabulary and replace them with powerful words. Randy, you almost stole my whole point there. I'm like, man, he's killing it. I'm like, yes. Well, we're going to get there, though. We're going to get there. So eliminate powerless words as well. First thing is this. We've got to know what our self-talk is and understand what we're saying to ourselves. I love this quote. Talk to yourself like you would someone you love. I'm going to say that one again. Talk to yourself like you would someone you love. Are we doing that? Are we actually doing that? Are we actually? How many times are we saying, I'm not smart enough? I'm not strong enough. I'm too old. I'm too young. I could never do that. What's happening when we say those words? What's happening? Your being is taking all of that in. Right? Your being is taking, but you could change those and say something else instead. Your self-talk is very important. How are you talking to yourself on an everyday basis? Can change your life, can change the way you feel about yourself. So your self-talk is extremely important. I tell this story all the time. My Reverend Virginia from Unity North Tampa, I say a affirmation to myself every single day. Before I came here, I said it always. I look in the mirror. Well, let me not say. I want to say it this way. I used to say, you are a super creator, a magnet for attracting everything you want in your life. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I say that. And I asked her one day, this is 10, 15 years ago, I said, should I say you are, or should I say I am? That's the difference. You are or I am. And of course, she looked at me, and she said, what do you think? said, I think I should say I am. That's why I sang that song. Because when you say I am, you're speaking to the highest point of yourself. You're speaking to the most powerful part of yourself. And what you say after the words I am, you are bringing into existence. So I changed my affirmation to I am a super creator and a magnet for attracting everything I want in my life. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. What are you saying after the words I am? Think about it. That's your self-talk. And when you're talking to yourself, you can do the most amazing things. You can take the impossible and you can make it possible just by using your self-talk. I love the story of Roger Bannister. Anybody know who Roger Bannister is? Nope, no runners in here? Oh, okay, we got a runner. We got a couple I'm a runner. We're here, right? First guy to ever run a mile in under 4 minutes. Before he did it, it was, all right then, it was impossible. But you know what he said? Hold my beer. Right? Because it can happen. His self-talk, he said, I can do it. Then he put in the work to do it. Right? But he told himself, everyone else told him it was impossible. But he said, no, it's not. So he trained and he worked. And he used his self-talk to say, it can be done. Right? And then when he came around that corner and looked at that straightaway on the fourth lap around, and he went for it. And he passed that finish line in 3 minutes and 59 seconds. Right? He had just made the impossible. Thank you. He had just made the impossible. Yes, by using his self-talk. It's powerful. Right? And then right after he did it, what do you think happened to all the other runners that were out? What did the other guys do? Did they do it then? Yeah. Then, because they believed it was possible. They believed it was possible. Right? Our self-talk is so powerful. I like bringing that up until today, modern times. There's a runner right now. They said that it was impossible for a man to run a marathon in under 2 hours. And then a guy named Eliud Kipchoge came along from Ethiopia or Kenya, one of the two. And you know what he said? Hold my beer, right? That's what he said. Because he said, it can be done. Right? It can be done. So he used his self-talk. He trained, and he made it happen. He ran a marathon in 1 hour and 59 minutes and 59 seconds. They said it was impossible. But he made the impossible possible with his self-talk. If you really think about it, think about the word itself, impossible. What does it say? Impossible. If we spelled it out, what does it say? I'm possible. It's a matter of just thinking about it. It's a matter of just thinking about it. It says it in the word. It is possible if you go for it, if you use your mind, your self-talk. What are you saying to yourself? It is possible. Our words are so powerful. We must be mindful of what we are thinking. So how can we do that? Use those affirmations and continue to think about what you're saying after the words I am. Remind yourself, when you say, I'm sick, well, guess what? You're speaking that into existence. Change it. Say, I'm whole, I'm healthy. And you got to believe it now, right? You got to believe it. It's got to be the vibration that's coming from you. But if you do that, you're going to change the way you feel and the vibration that you bring out into the world. Our self-talk is extremely important. Be mindful of how you are talking to yourself, and you'll change your life. Second thing we got to do is this. We've got to think before we speak. I love this. Rumi says this. Before you speak, let your words pass through 3 gates. Is it true? Is it necessary? Is it kind? Is it true? Is it necessary? Is it kind? Before we open our mouths. Is it true? Well, that's a whole talk on its own right there, isn't it? Right? It depends on which news you're watching. Right? Depends on who you're following. Is it true? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Are we doing the research to see what we're saying, if it's true? Aren't we? Before we say it, I heard it over here, so it must be true. This person said it, so it's got to be true. Is it? Are we thinking before we speak? Maybe it's not true. Maybe we need to think a little more. Maybe we need to research just a little bit more. I love this one. Is it necessary? Ooh. In our day and age, we're on social media and all that stuff, right? I can't tell you how many times I come across a comment from one of my social media friends that I disagree with. Anybody else? Anybody else? I see it. They're my friend on social media, right? And sometimes in real life, yeah. But do I have to respond to every comment that I see or post that I see that I don't like? Is it necessary to respond? You may hear somebody say something you don't like out in public. Is it necessary to respond? My brother and I got into this disagreement 2 months ago. And we went back and forth. And it was online. You know how you get those online disagreements where a person types a whole bunch of stuff? So he types me this long book. And, of course, I have to respond, right? So I have to read the book and look at every little point and then respond back with another book to him. Anybody ever been there? And it takes time for this, right? So he sends me a book. I respond. He sends me another book. I respond back. He sends me another one. I say, I'm not responding anymore. It's taking me too much time. It's too much energy. My vibration is bringing my vibration down. I said, I'm not responding anymore. He sent me another book, and I deleted it. I did. It felt so good, Rev. It felt so good, right? I deleted it, right? You know why? Because it wasn't necessary. I didn't need to respond anymore. It wasn't necessary. I didn't need to respond. It was bringing my energy down, right? It's like, what do they say when you're holding on to the coals and you're expecting someone else to get burnt, right? It's bringing me down. So I let it go. I just let it go. Sometimes the best thing you can say is nothing at all. Is nothing at all. Is it true? Is it necessary? Last one, is it kind? Is what you're about to say, is it kind? What are you saying? What are the words you're going to say? Are they speaking life into someone, or are they bringing somebody down? What is that saying? If you got the choice to be right or be kind, be kind. Sometimes it's not necessary to be right. Might be better to just be kind. I joke about this. I think I posted it somewhere too. I've said this before. In life, we're all going through something. You're either in a crisis, you just got out of a crisis, or you about to go into a crisis. It's one of those things. And if you really think about life, that's true. You're in one of those places, right? Everybody's going through something that you don't even know about. So let's just be kind. Let's be kind to one another. Choose that. Is it right? Is it true? Is it necessary? Is it kind? If we think before we speak, it'll change the way we interact with our world, even with ourselves. I remember back in grade school, they would say, sticks and stones can break my bones, but words will. That's a lie. Yes, they will. Yes, they will. If we let them, they will. Right? You've heard that before. Right? But if you let them, words can hurt. They can hurt you. We need to think before we speak. So how do we do that? Use some active listening. Instead of getting ready to say what we want to say, really pay attention to what the person is saying and put yourself in their shoes. Right? Use some empathy and do your best to understand where they're coming from, right? We got 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason, right? So we can listen twice as much as we speak. Yeah. Do some active listening and do your best to put yourself in someone else's shoes when you're having these conversations. Think before the words come out of your mouth. You could say something to a child when they're small that could ruin them for life. Who knows? If you say, little Johnny, you're never going to be good at baseball. You're not strong enough. That could mess little Johnny up for his whole life. Right? Or you could say it to an adult, and you could really harm somebody by saying something without thinking before we speak. Our words are powerful. So we must think before we speak if we want to have a better relationship with the world, others, and with ourselves. Lastly, we got to do this. We have to eliminate powerless words from our vocabulary. Anybody know what powerless words are? Anybody got any examples of powerless words? I can't that's in there. I'll take I can't. Can't. That can't is almost powerful in the opposite direction, but we're going to go there. We'll talk about it. You know what I mean? So let's go with, how about this? I guess. Right? I guess. Maybe. How about this one? I think. Oh, I love that one. We're gonna go there. Yeah. So do you know why those are powerless words? Randy was really, you were on it. I'm like, man, has he heard me say this before? It was so good. So let's just say you're getting ready to get on one of those roller coasters at the fair. You know, the ones they break down and then they put back together. And you put your little, yeah, you know those ones. And, you know, you put the belt on, right? You put the belt on, and it's about to go around upside down. And you ask the guy, hey, is this going to be safe when I go upside down? And he goes, I think. Now you see why that's a powerless word, right? Because that doesn't make you feel too good, does it? That doesn't give you power. He doesn't say, yes, they're checked and we do it every 30 minutes. No, he said, I think. It's powerless. You're about to do that bungee jump. You're about to jump off. You got the bungee on. You say, hey, I weigh 180 pounds. Is this rope going to hold me or am I going to splat, hit the ground? And the guy goes, I hope so. That's a good one. I guess. Powerless. I guess. Now you see what I'm saying? You're going on the plane, and they happen to be working on the plane before. This happens. They work on the plane. Guys coming off the plane. You see them down on the ground there. You're getting ready to fly to Europe from Tampa. You ask the guy, hey, I know you've been working on the plane, but is it safe right now? We say, I think. I think it's safe. Powerless. You want to hear it is safe. You see the difference between I think, powerless, and yes, it is. That's why we did this, this, and this. And the best one of all, you just said it. I'll try. Yeah, I'll try. How many people know how powerless try is? Here, I'll give you an example. I need a volunteer. Who wants to volunteer? Don't be afraid. I don't bite. No, come up. All right. Erica. Everybody thank Erica for coming up. Good job. Erica, now I'm going to give you very clear instructions. So listen to every word I say. I want you to try to take this water bottle out of my hand. Okay. See? All right, I'm going to give you instructions again. I want you to take this bottle out of my hand. Okay, now I'm going to repeat it again. Listen to the words I said. I want you to try. Pause. You ready? Now, what did I just say before? I said take it out of my hand, and what did you do? No, I said take it, and what did you do? Take it. Okay, now, I'm going to say it again. I want you to try to take it. Erica. Okay, we're going to do this one more time. I want you, I think they're getting it here. I want you to try to take it. There's a difference between trying to take it and taking it. So I want you to take it. Easy. Now let's do this one more time. I want you to try to take it. You can't. Okay. So here's what we got. One more time. Then we gotta move on. Okay, Erica. If I ask you to take it, then you're taking it. But what if I say try to take it? Can you take it? No, I want you to try. This example goes really well all the time. That's great. It's great. So if I ask you to try, you can only reach for it, but you can't actually do it, right? Because you're only trying. You got it? All right, we got it. So go ahead and try. There we go. Thank you, Erica. Thank you. Thank you, Erica. I do that all the time. Thank you, Erica. And the point is important. This is what I want to say. You can't actually try to do something. And Randy was right on it. We use it, don't we, Randy? We know when we're not going to do it. So we use powerless words on purpose, don't we? We say, "Oh, you're going to come over tomorrow? I'll try." You got it? Because we know we don't really want to go. So we use a powerless word, so we got that wiggle room, right? We can't actually try to do anything. We either use a powerful word, like I'm going to do it, but we don't want that all the time, do we? We don't want the responsibility of the powerful word, like I'm going to be there at 3 p.m. Then you got to show up at 2:45, right? Yeah. So we must eliminate words like I'll try, or I think, or, maybe from our vocabulary. And when we do that, replace them with I will, I'll do it, I'll be there. You are communicating more effectively with the world, with the people around you, and it'll change your life. Yoda said this, do or do not. Go ahead. There is no try. You got it. There is no try. We must eliminate powerless words from our vocabulary. If we do that, it's going to change the way we interact with our world, and it will change our life. So eliminate those and replace them with something better. If you want to be more mindful of your words and what you say, then do some of the things we talked about. Be mindful of your self-talk. How are you talking to yourself? Are you speaking life up into yourself? Are you speaking life into others? Think before you speak. Is it true? Is it necessary? Is it kind? And lastly, eliminate those powerless words from your vocabulary. Stop saying I'll try, or I think, or I wish, and start showing up and saying I will. If you do that, you're going to change your life. You're going to change your relationships. And ultimately, it's going to change our world. My name is T.Y. Thank you for allowing me to share this with you today. Remember, the time is always now.